Set a few years after the end of Purge Anarchy, Frank Grillo returns as Leo Barnes, who's kind of turned his life about after forgiving the person that killed his family or something or other at the end of Anarchy, and has now become the head of security for up-and-coming Senator and presidential candidate Charlie Rowan, who herself has a history with the Purge when she was the only member of her family left standing after somebody purged her family. And she has a mission, and her mission is fairly simple: to eradicate the Purge, to wipe it out. She sees it for the archaic thing that it is. It keeps the poor poorer, it wipes out, when they're getting overpopulated poor, it wipes them out, and it keeps the rich rich. The founding fathers, the people who started the Purge, the richest people on the planet, the 1%, decide that she's getting a little bit too close to winning this presidential race, so they decide to wipe out the law that keeps anybody safe, particularly the high-level politicians during Purge night, so everybody is fair game. And the chances that somebody might take out this senator, which, definitely happens. I was quite excited about the Purge 3. I kind of enjoyed the first one. I thought the second one was a step above and fantastic and brought some social economics into the actual storyline itself. I feel this one goes a little bit further with that, but not in a wholly good way. The clear divides between the good people and the bad people are quite apparent. You have the rich white men with servants in their houses. You have the black people who are just struggling to survive in the day-to-day grind of a normal business. Now, Leo Barnes knows not to trust anybody, especially on this nights of night, so he's already got a game plan in place in case things go awry, and they do go awry, but he ends up getting shot in the process. In escaping with Charlie, he ends up bumping into this group of people who lead him to an almost kind of resistance. To tell you any more would kind of waste most of the movie for you, and I don't want to do that because it is an enjoyable film. But I feel that it kind of retreads some of the themes that were explored in Anarchy, and it doesn't really build on them too much. In fact, it ties them down to a more stereotypical fashion, or I at least thought that anyway. It is very much black and white. Bad guys are bad, the good guys are good and just try to survive in this hostile world. But let's get into the Purge itself. One of the most distinctive things about the Purge is the masks and the people and the way they look and they feel, and it's even more apparent in this one. It touches on people doing murder holidays as well, people coming from other countries to, kill people, and it's got this group of South Africans come over and dress up like dead presidents or in typical USA garb just so they can go about killing people, and some of it's really spooky and twisted and just gnarly looking. Then you've got some other awesome sights of a car that's just covered in all these lights. It's strange to describe, but it's awesome to look at, just piling down an empty road as these girls pile out carrying AK-47s. Gold-plated ones at that, because you've got to accessorise in the right way. The one thing that the Purge does do is it does have excessive violence. When the violence erupts, it's not clean, quick, it is explosive, it is bloody, it's deadly. I mean, there's a guillotine in an alleyway at some point. I mean, who the hell has a guillotine nowadays? Huh? Nobody. It's just silly. It's taking things to the extreme, and I feel that it's backpedaled on the real goodwill that it built up in the Purge 2 Anarchy. That's not to say that Election Year is a bad movie. It's not. It's just a little bit more simplified than I would have liked it to be, and it could move on to some subjects that it just doesn't quite grasp. I really liked The Purge. It was an enjoyable action thriller. I may not go back to that as much as I go back to Anarchy, but it's still worth your time. I'm going to give The Purge Election Year 3 out of 5. Worth your time. It's a good night's entertainment, but it's not really got much more than that, even though it pretends to. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film. So thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you notice on screen, there is 2 more videos that you can click and watch. There is also a large subscribe button at the bottom of the screen if you would like to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.